Hello, boys and girls. We could water paint today with a watercolor set, a brush, a container of water, something to draw with, maybe a black crayon, some paper towel, and of course, a little creativity. So, boys and girls, this is the continent of Africa from outer space. It has so many countries within the continent. Well, we're going to focus on the safari animals. Our focus will be the African lion, the male, with the big mane, the fur around his neck. Of course, you could add the female who doesn't have a mane. That would be wonderful. She's called the lioness. Here she is with some of her cubs. Not only will our focus be the elephant, we are going to add a few design elements of Kente cloth, an African cloth with these wonderful geometric designs, and we're just going to add a bit of it to our paper. All right, boys and girls, our first step is going to be setting up our border and creating an edge around the paper to set our Kente cloth. So one line on the bottom, that'll do just perfect. Just have it maybe an inch or so from the edge. I turn the paper and I go around. Turn the paper again. Draw a line across. Doesn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't be perfect. We're human beings. And once again. So all four sides have an edge. Now I'm going to add a few lines that go around my paper to set up my African Kente cloth design. It's going to be a nice element added to our painting. All right, boys and girls, now that you have your border set, we are going to think about what a lion looks like. We've got a mane on this male, 4 legs, a tail, with a little hair at the end. I'm just going to set this aside so that I can focus on painting him. Now, I think our colors might be the yellows, oranges, browns. Those colors seem to be relating to a lion. So I'm going to go in this yellow. And it's actually a little bit of a dirty yellow, which is pretty good actually. So you add water. And first of all, I think I'm going to add the face. So right here, we're kind of small. I'd like to add the eyes, nose, and mouth. All right, boys and girls. You probably can't see me very well, but we're going to put 2 eyes on this paper and build up a nose, like a long nose. They have a very long muzzle. And I'm drawing kind of small because I'm trying to fit the whole body in my painting. Maybe you're making the face much bigger. That's perfect. And making a little mouth. Of course, I want to add the ears. And they're not very big. And around this lion is a very big mane of hair. So I'm going to paint it in. A little bit of orange and yellow, orangish yellow. Looks like a crazy hair day. And I'm going to go all the way around. And I might end up adding a little brown, a little bit of yellow, but I really want to build the mane around this animal. Perfect. So add a little water and think about a little color on the face. I added a little yellow here. 2 ears, the nose, the face, and the mane. Simple start. I'm trying to add a little color, more color to this mane. Looks like this lion has a lot of brown. So I'll add a little brown, adding it right over the yellow. And now I'd like to start adding the body. It has a long oval type of body. And remember, we're always washing our brush. So here comes the long body. Of course, you can make yours heavier. Mine's a little thin in this painting. Much bigger body. It's your choice. Animals come in all shapes and sizes, just like people. And I'm trying to add a little tail. Actually, their tail's pretty long and has a nice tuft of hair at the end. So maybe a little brown right at the end. Now remember, you want to keep a paper towel or a napkin to soak up some of the extra water, because water tends to rip paper if it gets way too wet. So of course, this lion is a mammal and is going to need 4 legs. 2 front legs, and I'm going to make that back leg even bigger. They have a big muscle in the back here to help them run. These are predators of the safari. They're powerful animals. Here's one foot, and I'm going to make the other foot kind of behind the first one. There we go. Simple shapes to create a painting. There we have it. So now take a moment and soak up that extra water so that your paper doesn't rip. Next, we're going to give this lion safari to live in. A little sand, a little grass, some plants, little flowers, leaves, grass, as I said, grass. Add your special details to the painting. It could be pink flowers, purple, a little tree, maybe some rain, a tortoise behind this lion, maybe a little cub underneath, maybe a little mountain behind it. I don't know, you think about it. Trees, sunshine, clouds, it's all your choice, boys and girls. You don't have to ever make anything just like mine. I'm more interested in what you come up with. So, boys and girls, I think I want to add the sun of the safari in Africa to give it a very warm feeling. Wonderful. And I'm going to add a couple little details. I might have to pat this dry and prepare it for a little more color inside of its body. Enjoy yourself, boys and girls. All right, boys and girls, when you start working your way around your painting, try to leave a little white space between the strokes of paint you're connecting to your paper, you're adding to your paper, just so you can get a little bit of a pattern going of white and then a color, and then white and a color. And do you notice that I'm skipping spaces as I go all the way around? I'm skipping spaces so that the color doesn't move into another color, that it gets a chance to dry a little bit. And I just keep turning, skip a space, do the next square. Of course, I'm going a lot faster than you will, and it'll take you more time than it does in this video because I've sped up the video so that I could fit it during our class time. So Kente cloth has these beautiful elements of pattern, color repeating, lines repeating, rectangles repeating. I think actually in this corner I'm just going to break this up into a bit of a solid square, and then I'll keep working my way around. Sometimes the color is going to move into a different color, and that's okay. That's what happens with watercolors. So I just keep moving around the border. This is called a border. Just like a frame. But you're making yours very special. Yours is going to resemble African Kente cloth. And we certainly know where the lion comes from and where the lion lives on the safari. And going all the way around. Now you could always go back into your painting, add some color for the sky. Maybe you could have some little bird sitting on the back of the lion, or the cub underneath, or standing on the back. You decide. You can add any wonderful little elements you'd like. And I think I'm coming near the end of this. Yay! I'd like to thank you, boys and girls.